Hey y'all, what's going on? I'm here for the review for the Real Housewives Potomac Season 1. Not sure what episode this is. You guys know we did miss a week because of the Oscars or whatever. But let's just get into it. So we have Katie, Giselle, Ashley, and Robin. They meet up for dinner. I mean, not dinner. Lunch or whatever so they could talk about Katie's Ross Foundation event. Giselle, she come up in there all up on the host and shit like a hound and lion. Talking about some, ooh, you cute or whatever, this, that, and the third. And Robin, I think Robin and Ashley, they walk in, and Robin, Giselle, she says to Robin, "Were you hitting on my BF or whatever?" Calling the host her BF and everything. I thought it was cute though. I thought it was funny and everything. What else happened? They talk about they once again they bring up Ashley's husband trying to jump into the water on Karen's yacht or whatever last episode and everything. You guys know I didn't see the big deal in it. I just was more so concerned about safety precautions, considering that it was dark outside and and other things too that could have happened. But other than that, I didn't really see the big deal about him wanting to jump in the motherfucking water. Like whatever. But anyways, Ashley, she's nervous about hosting this beach event. I mean, yeah, this beach house event or whatever. Because she's like, it's hard to please the ladies and everything, and which is true. It is hard to please them because they was complaining. They was complaining this whole motherfucking episode. I was just like, the shit was pissing me off. But we gonna get to that. What else happened? They start talking about Katie's Ross Foundation event. How Katie really only has 2 to 3 weeks to plan. She's trying to raise $100,000, and she wants Robin to be a part of it as well. She's not too sure because pretty much Robin and Giselle was kind of coming on her hard, just pounding her with questions and questions and questions. You know what I'm saying? And they don't want their name to be attached to some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And Katie is like, I have never done like a she's never done a bullshit ass event or whatever. Her events always fall through, so they don't have to worry about nothing. And they was like, well, I'm letting you know right now, if you don't hit your goal market or whatever, which is the $100,000, then we wasn't a part of this. And Kaylee was like, oh, okay, so if it does reach $100,000, you gonna be your name gonna be attached to this shit then. And they was like, no, we just gonna be happy for you. I said, bullshit. Damn well if that shit makes the goal and over the goal, y'all. Yeah, okay. But I could see both sides on this, to be quite honest. Katie, she got in her feelings or whatever because she felt like they was being so, like, being negative Nancy's and everything. You know what I'm saying? She was like, well, fuck it. If y'all motherfuckers don't want to help, then don't help. You're fired. Like, she did some Donald Trump shit. You're fired. You know what I'm saying? And they just kind of looking like, well, damn, like, did we just get fired from the committee and everything? This, that, and the third. So, I can see both sides on this. I can understand because it is such a short amount of time and everything. And it kind of does seem like Katie doesn't really have everything together, considering it's 2 to 3 weeks that she's trying to do this. You know what I'm saying? I can get why Robin and Giselle are kind of apprehensive about it. But at the same time, they was kind of being a little bit negative too. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure there have been plenty of events where people had 2 to 3 weeks or so to get shit together and the shit came out fine. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it just depends on who all she gets to help her with it or whatever. But, I mean, yeah, I see both sides to it. So, but, moving on from that, Ashley, she's talking to some of her friends, I believe. And she pretty much feels like the girls are kind of hazing her. Yeah, I feel the same way. I feel like them bitches is hazing her too. Kind of like damn. I was trying to think of a show to compare the shit to, but I got a block right now. But yeah, I just pretty much feel like that they're hazing her as well. She knows that there's tension between Giselle and Katie at this point because of the conversation that they had at the at the lunch or whatever. And so she just wants a lot of alcohol to be involved in. See, alcohol, two things can happen. Things can go really, really good or really, really bad real quick. So yeah, alcohol, it could go either way. But you could tell Ashley, she's just so nervous about everything. You know what I'm saying? Because my thing is, fuck pleasing these bitches. Shit. Like, she just seems so nervous, and she just, she wants everything to be right. She's the young one of the group. She wants to be accepted by these women. But fuck them. Shit. I don't mean to say, be so blunt about it, but that's just how I feel, because it's like, her friend was telling her, you shouldn't have to compromise yourself for these women, and she shouldn't. She should be able to do her, and these women accept her for who the fuck she is. I mean, yeah, of course, we all have room to grow. We all have room to grow. She's 27 years old. She's still young. She's still going to make certain mistakes. She's going to have a young person's mentality when it comes to certain things to do that she thinks that's fun. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, so Katie, she's talking to Andrew about the girls not being supportive of the I was about to say the the Ross Foundation or whatever. And she kind of don't even want to go on the trip no more. She kind of like, fuck them bitches, but she going for Ashley because she does like Ashley and everything. Andrew, he just kind of like, fuck them. If they don't want to be supportive, then, or it's just like, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Andrew, he makes a joke about, because he asked her how long she was going to be gone. And she tells him everything, and he was like, well, the last time one of us was gone for a period of time, things was changed around in this house. And he was like, we'll see how the house looks when you get back. And she was like, all I know is, my stuff, ain't gonna be changed around. And he was like, oh, well, you could, move out then, or something like that. He was saying in a jokeful way, but I think, probably in the back of his mind, he probably really wanted her and her badass kids to be out of there. I mean, her kids is bad, y'all. I mean, shit, all that kicking and screaming she be doing. Somebody, I think James Caldwell said, shout out to him, by the way, make sure y'all go watch his channel, but I think he said that she has no control over her kids, and she doesn't. But anyways, let's get back on topic, because her kids wasn't in this damn episode. But, so, they're pretty much, on the way to the trip and everything. Karen is riding with Ashley, Katie, Giselle, Sharice, Robin, and Sharice's friend, Brene, I don't know, I don't remember her name. But they all ride in a separate car together, and, Katie is the designated driver. So, they going back and forth between both of the cars and everything. Karen keeps on talking about this grooming bullshit with Ashley and everything. Whatever, I'm sick of hearing that shit. She's talking to her husband before she gets in the car with, Ashley and everything. And, she was saying that, she better have her own room. She doesn't, do well with sharing a room with women and everything. And, Katie swings both ways. And Ray, his eyes got real hot. He looked like he about ready to grab that damn Viagra out the fucking bathroom cabinet when he heard that. Like, the antennas went off when he heard that shit. But, he seemed kind of very interested in it or whatever. And Karen was like, I only swing. She was like, I'm strictly Ray or whatever. But that shit was funny to me. But anyways, so there's still tension between, of course, Katie and Giselle or whatever. Karen, she tells Ashley that, a lot of people likes to think that she married into the money, but she didn't, and blah, yada, yada, yada. I was like, did you come into this marriage for money? I mean, I'm just saying, because it seemed like Ray, the one with all the wets. But she pretty much was saying, I guess they built shit together or whatever, but before, I guess before their marriage and everything. I don't know, but whatever. Anyways, so cause like I said, to me, all y'all hoes is new money except for Katie. But anyways, so what else happened? Ashley was saying how she wants to, like, she pretty much, I feel like she's kind of kissing these girls' ass a little bit, especially Karen, and it's just kind of like, girl, stop. No. Like, you trying a little bit too hard or whatever, and it's just, and it's really not working for you, because no matter how hard you try, these girls are still going to find something negative to fucking say. You know what I'm saying? But she was saying how she wants to hang with Karen's daughter or whatever. Karen is like, that's a no-no, because, Ashley is too old and everything. I mean, yeah, I guess, because baby girl, Karen's daughter, she just turned 18 or just going to college or whatever, and Ashley is 27. She, going on 30. But at the same time, if we just talking about, not like they about to be in some lesbian lover relationship, you know what I'm saying? She's just talking about them being friends. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, your daughter is old enough to make a decision to hang with who she want to hang with. Now, I'm not saying she should hang with, like, somebody that's 50 years old or something, but Ashley is, I mean, you know what I mean? It's just, it's not, that far-fetched. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, whatever. Anyways, what else happened? They in the other car, they talked about, like, I guess all the people Katie supposedly must have dated or had sex with child. I don't know, but they start naming names like Pharrell, T. I was like, okay. And when did this all happen? Because both of them motherfuckers is married, so. But then again, we know I ain't gonna speak on T.I., but. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, Sharice had going talk about some Katie, gets around and all this other stuff. Did Katie confirm or deny any of this shit y'all was talking about? It seemed like she was just kind of like, oh my god, like, when they were naming off names. I mean, was that an indication that she did something with them or dated them? I guess. But anyways, y'all let me know, because I kind of blacked out on that part a little bit. Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry, I was trying to get my notes together. But, anyway, so Giselle, she starts Googling Katie because, Katie had mentioned that she did write a blog when her and Russell Simmons broke up. And she had to move to, she was still staying with Russell, but she got moved to the guest room or whatever. And, was talking about whoever he was dating at the time or whatever at that point, after her and everything. And I guess she made a blog about the situation or whatever. And, so Giselle decides to look it up and everything. And, Katie, she's kind of irritated and all this stuff. I don't know what Giselle said. Like I said, I just feel like I kind of blacked out on this scene. But, Giselle was pretty much like, not Giselle, Katie. She was like, she felt like Giselle being a big hypocrite because, her husband, cheated on her and all this stuff. Her husband been all, her ex-husband has been on the blogs and all this stuff, yada, yada, yada. They all finally arrived to the house. Karen and Ashley had got there first, and then the rest of them had got there. They asked about Ashley's stepchildren. They're 21 and 23. I was like, whoa. They ain't that far behind her, But hey, if they like her, that's all that matters. But I'm trying to figure out what the hell I done wrote. Oh, I think Sharice said something. I don't know if she said something about the drink or about the flowers or something, but she was complaining about it and everything. And, Ashley, was like, I'm sorry that you, don't like it or something like that. See, I was just like, already they complain about shit. They talk about how, Giselle Googled Katie. Giselle doesn't understand why, Katie was so upset about it. You wrote the blog so for everybody to see, which is true. But I guess maybe Katie felt like, you know, it was years ago when she wrote that blog. But I mean, it's still out there for public opinion, no matter how many years later. You know what I'm saying? So, I understood where Giselle was coming from on that, but I don't know. Maybe because y'all was already kind of pouncing on her about who she fucked with, this, then, third, and maybe she just got irritated. Then maybe because you and her still got that friction between each other. But anyways, they're eating the food. The girls that got these looks on their faces like they disgusted about the food and shit, and I'm just like, then the people who cooked up the food or whatever, they give Ashley the bill and everything. Giselle feels like it's tacky for the vendor, you know. She was like, she feel like it's tacky for the vendors to sit up here and give you a bill or whatever right in front of your guests and everything. Which, I mean, yeah, that was kind of tacky or whatever, but, I mean, ain't like you paying for it, so. But anyways, she shows the girls their rooms. Robin is okay with rooming with Giselle. She's okay with the bed. You know, Giselle's the one who's making a big fucking deal about it and kind of low-key throwing a temper tantrum about the shit and everything. You know, Karen, she tells Ashley to, you know, stand her ground. You know what I'm saying? Let these bitches know, like, this, you run this show and everything. And I agree with Karen on that. This is your operation, and you need to run the motherfucking show. You know what I'm saying? Don't let these girls run over top of you. You know what I'm saying? But, then she shows Charisse and Charisse's friend their room and everything. They complain about their names being spelled incorrectly. I'm just like, well, y'all know, is y'all name, regardless if it's spelled incorrectly or not. I was like, see, just little shit like that, like, that they had to make a comment about, was just irritating the fuck out of me. You know what I'm saying? They mad because they have to share bathrooms. I think, who got their own bathroom? I think, Robin and Giselle got their own bathroom. I don't know who else got their own bathroom, but I think, Karen and, whoever else, I don't know, Katie, I don't know. Somebody gotta share a motherfucking bathroom. They ain't too happy about that shit neither. Giselle had made a comment about how she's gonna sleep in the closet and shit. I'm just like, Ashley, like I said, she just kept on apologizing. Robin, she kind of like, she's sitting there looking like the girls, you know, like they tripping and everything. Like, it's not that motherfucking serious. Like, you know, deal with it. Karen, she's throwing her room in their face because, you know, Karen has one of the nicest rooms. These heifers got the audacity to sit up here to try to look for a motherfucking hotel to stay in because they wasn't satisfied with their room. I was just like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I just feel like that was so motherfucking rude and so disrespectful. Like, okay, I get that y'all not too pleased with y'all rooms and everything, but that's some rude ass shit to do when somebody invites y'all somewhere that they didn't have to invite y'all to. To be sitting up there in their motherfucking face trying to look for a hotel to stay at because it doesn't meet your requirements. Like, fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? But, anyways, they're eating breakfast the next morning. They're going surfing. Giselle, she's like, there wasn't any AC. Like, it was hot in the room or whatever last night. Ashley, you know, tells her that it wasn't, you know, like the AC unit is broken in their room and everything. And Ashley says that she's going to try to see if she can fix it or whatever. But she apologizes for not telling Giselle everything up front with, you know, the room and everything because, because she felt like as she did, Giselle wouldn't have came. And, you know, Giselle told my son, well, that's, you know, kind of throwing some shade a little bit or whatever. I was like, no, it ain't throwing the motherfucking shade because had she told you what it was from Jump Street, your ass probably wouldn't have came. Or she would have had a real hard time convincing you to fucking come. And you would have been, the only motherfuckers that's been throwing shade is y'all motherfucking asses. Like, child. But anyways, but I mean, yeah, Ashley should have said something to her, but it's like, still, y'all bitches, Every time she tries to throw something and do something with y'all, whatever, y'all complain about every motherfucking thing. Anyways, they go to the beach. Katie, Ashley, and Robin are the only ones who decides to surf or whatever. What's their name? Karen, Sharice, and Giselle. They sit on the sidelines looking or whatever. Was the Sharice friend there too? I don't even remember if she was there. If she was, she wasn't saying much for me to remember. But they all talk, like some old hags talking about them and all this stuff, and talking about how it's not safe, and just, oh my God. Just cause y'all old asses are scared of the motherfucking surfboard, I don't mean it's unsafe. You know what I'm saying? But they start rating their butts and everything. Giselle kind of throws some little shade at Katie, talking about some her butt flat or whatever. I forgot the term that she used, but she pretty much was saying her butt was flat. They talking about Ashley's tramp stamp. Giselle was like, "What you think about her tramp stamp and whatever?" And I'm just like, who gives a flying fuck? Shit. Oh God. Anyway, so we get Katie, Sharice, and Sharice's friend. They all get in the car so they can get some crabs or whatever, so they can have like a little cookout or whatever. She tells them that, Katie tells Sharice and the friend that she didn't have such a good lunch with Giselle and Robin because they were kind of not being supportive of the whole Ross Foundation situation. And Sharice, she kind of was like, that's messed up or whatever, like we should be supporting one another and everything. I was like, okay, Sharice, I might like you a little bit. But Ashley, she had a little sweat stain because she decided not to wear no drawers. I don't understand how people can't wear no drawers. I can't do it. It don't feel right to me. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, they're willing to help Katie with the Ross Foundation, Sharice and Sharice's friend or whatever, and they all get back, go outside or whatever, and they bring the crabs and everything, and they start talking about farting and shit, and in front of they men. Karen claims she don't fart. I was like, girl, bad. And you old too? Let me tell you something. I know some older people, some people around Karen's age, I ain't gonna say their names, but they be farting and that shit be stankin'. So I know if they asses fart, I know your old ass fart too. Everybody farts. But yeah, so they all was talking about farting or whatever, and Sharice was like, she felt like it's been kind of tension between the group and everything, so she decides to do this sister circle thing. So she gets everybody to tell one another what they like about each other. Giselle gives a backhanded compliment to Katie and everything. What did she say about Katie? She was like, sometimes I don't know what you be talking about. Then I just be like, wow, that was brilliant, or some shit like that. And I was looking like, mer? like how Scooby-Doo be doing or some shit. I was just confused, like. And Katie was like, is she trying to call me stupid or whatever? Anyways, moving on from that, they still bringing up Katie being on one at Ashley's birthday, whatever. Giselle talks about Mr. Miami, how she pooped in front of him. Robin, brings up Sharice's divorce situation, and I guess asking her how she feel about it. Sharice tears up a little bit, and like I said, I just hate seeing Sharice go through that, because it seems like every time they bring that shit up, she just start, breaking down a little bit, and this is really sad. What else? Karen's mom was diagnosed with some kind of condition. I forget what it's called. It almost sounds like Alzheimer's a little bit though, because she was saying something about her mom's memory or whatever, but it's not Alzheimer's, it's something else. forget what she said the name of the disease was. And then Robin, she says that her and Juwan had a best friend. I mean, I said Juwan. Juan had a best friend, and you know he was taking money from him. Like Juan was taking money. Well, I don't know if it was a him or her, but Juan was taking money from the friend and everything, and she, you know, and she started breaking down about it, and that's where the episode left off. I'm sorry if this review is too long, you guys, but make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you guys come back, and I'll be right back for Real Housewives of Atlanta. Peace.